Indus Valley Mystery, the greatest lost civilization. Long before Rome was built, before the pyramids of Egypt touched the sky, and even before Babylon rose from the deserts, a powerful and intelligent civilization was already thriving along the banks of a mighty river in South Asia. This forgotten empire is known today as the Indus Valley Civilization, and it remains one of the greatest mysteries in human history. Most people have heard about ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia, but very few know that the Indus Valley Civilization was just as advanced, and in many ways, even more sophisticated. It had perfectly planned cities, underground drainage systems, public baths, brick houses, organized streets, and international trade. Yet, it vanished without leaving behind clear written records. No kings. No war monuments. No grand temples. Just silent ruins buried under thousands of years of soil. So what really happened? This is the Indus Valley Mystery. How the Indus Valley Civilization was discovered. For thousands of years, the cities of the Indus Valley remained hidden. Farmers in what is now Pakistan and northwest India unknowingly plowed their fields over ancient streets and houses. In the early 1920s, British archaeologists were building railway tracks in colonial India. They noticed strange baked bricks being used by villagers. These bricks were far older and more durable than modern ones. Curiosity led archaeologist Sir John Marshall to investigate. What he found shocked the world. Under the soil lay massive ancient cities, Harappa and Mohenjo-Daro, filled with straight roads, multi-story houses, and advanced drainage systems. This was not a primitive society. This was a highly organized civilization that existed over 4,500 years ago. Suddenly, history had to be rewritten. When did the Indus Valley Civilization exist? The Indus Valley Civilization flourished between 3300 BCE and 1300 BCE, with its golden age around 2600 BCE. That means it existed at the same time as the pyramids of Egypt, the cities of Sumer, the earliest Chinese dynasties. Yet it covered a much larger area, over 1.25 million square kilometers, making it the largest ancient civilization in the world at the time. Where was the Indus Valley Civilization located? The civilization developed along the Indus River and its many tributaries. These rivers provided fertile soil, fresh water, and trade routes. Major sites include Mohenjo-Daro, Sindh, Pakistan; Harappa, Punjab, Pakistan; Dhalavira, Gujarat, India; Lathal, India; Rakhigarhi, Haryana, India. Together, these cities formed a vast network of urban centers connected by roads, rivers, and trade. A civilization without kings or armies. One of the biggest mysteries of the Indus Valley Civilization is this. There is no evidence of kings, palaces, or armies. Unlike Egypt, where pharaohs ruled, or Mesopotamia, where kings built monuments, the Indus Valley left behind no royal tombs or war statues. This suggests that their society may have been highly equal, governed by councils, focused on trade rather than conquest. It was a peaceful, organized civilization, something extremely rare in the ancient world. Why is the Indus Valley Civilization so important? Because it proves that urban planning existed 4,500 years ago. Sanitation was a priority before modern plumbing. Global trade existed long before globalization. Writing and mathematics developed independently in South Asia. Yet, despite all this, the Indus Valley people disappeared. No one knows why. And that is where the real mystery begins. Mohenjo-Daro, the city of the dead. One of the greatest archaeological wonders ever discovered is Mohenjo-Daro, which means, Mound of the Dead. This ancient city, located in modern-day Sindh, Pakistan, was once a vibrant metropolis with nearly 50,000 inhabitants, a massive population for the Bronze Age. Mohenjo-Daro was not built randomly. It was carefully designed using advanced engineering principles that modern cities still follow today. The city was divided into two main sections. The citadel, a raised area used for important public buildings. The lower city, where ordinary people lived. This layout shows a well-organized society that understood zoning, safety, and urban management. The Great Bath, the world's first public water tank. At the heart of Mohenjo-Daro stands a mysterious structure known as the Great Bath. It is a massive waterproof tank, built with baked bricks and sealed with natural tar to prevent leakage. It even had steps going down into the water and drainage outlets to empty it. This was not a swimming pool. Archaeologists believe it was used for ritual bathing, suggesting that cleanliness and spiritual purification were extremely important to the Indus Valley people. This is the oldest known water tank in human history. Harappa, the industrial capital. While Mohenjo-Daro was a cultural and religious center, Harappa was the industrial heart of the Indus Valley civilization. Harappa was filled with brick factories, workshops, grain storage buildings, metalworking sites. This means Harappa was a manufacturing powerhouse that supplied tools, pottery, and goods to the entire civilization. The discovery of standardized bricks, weights, and measurements shows that the Indus people had a strong central system of quality control. Everything was built according to fixed rules, a sign of advanced administration. Perfect grid-based city planning. One of the most shocking discoveries was that Indus Valley cities were built using perfect grid systems. Their streets were straight, wide, laid out at right angles. This is the same planning style used in modern cities like New York. Every house was connected to a drainage system, a fresh water well, a waste disposal channel. This level of planning did not exist anywhere else in the ancient world. The world's first sanitation system. The Indus Valley civilization was obsessed with cleanliness. Almost every home had a bathroom, a drain, a private well. Wastewater flowed through underground brick pipes into large sewage channels. These drains were covered with stone slabs for easy cleaning. This system was so advanced that Europe would not have anything similar for another 3,000 years. Houses of the Indus Valley. Even poor families lived in solid brick homes. Most houses had 2 or more floors. A courtyard. Private bathing areas. Windows for ventilation. There were no slums. This shows that Indus society was likely more equal than other ancient civilizations. Advanced engineering skills. The Indus people were master builders. They used uniform baked bricks, strong mortar, precise measurements. Their walls were so well built that many still stand today after 4,000 years. This proves they had deep knowledge of geometry, physics, construction science. A civilization ahead of its time. While other ancient civilizations focused on building temples and palaces, the Indus Valley focused on public health, city cleanliness, comfortable living. This suggests they valued human life and community more than kings and gods. But despite their brilliance, something went terribly wrong. In the next part, we will explore their trade, economy, and the mysterious writing system that no one has been able to read. A global trading superpower of the ancient world. The Indus Valley civilization was not isolated. It was one of the world's first global trading empires. Archaeological evidence proves that the Indus people traded with Mesopotamia, modern Iraq, Persia, Iran, Afghanistan, Central Asia, the Arabian Peninsula. Indus seals and goods have been found thousands of kilometers away, showing that their ships and caravans crossed oceans and deserts. They exported cotton cloth, beads, pottery, jewelry, spices, ivory. They imported gold, silver, copper, precious stones. This trade made the Indus Valley extremely wealthy. Lathal, the world's oldest dockyard. One of the most amazing Indus sites is Lathal, located in Gujarat, India. Here, archaeologists discovered the world's oldest known dockyard, a massive brick basin connected to the sea by a channel. This means the Indus people had cargo ships, port authorities, international trade routes. They were the first true maritime traders in history. Standardized weights and measurements. To run such a large economy, the Indus Valley needed precision. They created standard weights, measuring scales, trade rules. Every merchant used the same units. This prevented cheating and ensured fairness. This is the foundation of modern commercial law. The mysterious Indus script. Perhaps the greatest unsolved mystery of the Indus Valley civilization is their writing system. Thousands of small seals have been found with strange symbols carved into them. These symbols appear on pottery, tools, jewelry, trade seals. Yet, no one has been able to read this script. Why? Because no long texts exist. No bilingual inscriptions exist. The civilization collapsed before the writing could evolve. This means the voice of the Indus people is lost forever. Were they recording history? Many scholars believe the Indus script was used to record trade deals, names, religious symbols, family identities. If we could read it, we might know who ruled them, what gods they worshipped, why their cities were abandoned. But for now, the Indus script remains one of the greatest puzzles in archaeology. A peaceful and organized society. The Indus Valley produced almost no weapons, no war scenes, no violent art. This suggests they were not warriors. They were traders, engineers, and planners. They built wealth through cooperation, not conquest. But something was changing. Around 1900 BCE, something began to go wrong. Cities started to shrink, lose population, show signs of neglect. The drainage system stopped being cleaned. Houses were abandoned. A civilization that once ruled trade routes was slowly dying. What caused it? That answer lies in religion, climate, and the shifting of rivers. The spiritual world of the Indus Valley. Unlike Egypt or Mesopotamia, the Indus Valley civilization left behind no giant temples or priest kings. However, their art and seals reveal a deep spiritual life. Archaeologists have discovered sacred animal symbols, meditation-like figures, fire altars, goddess statues. This suggests that religion was personal, symbolic, and connected to nature. The mysterious Proto-Shiva seal. One of the most famous Indus artifacts shows a horned figure sitting in a yogic posture, surrounded by wild animals. Many scholars believe this is an early form of Lord Shiva, the Hindu god of destruction and rebirth. If true, it means modern Indian spirituality may have roots over 4,500 years old. The Mother Goddess. Small clay figurines of a fertility goddess have been found in Indus homes. This shows that women were respected. Birth and life were sacred. Nature was worshipped. This belief system later influenced Hindu traditions. Fire, water, and purity. The Great Bath shows the importance of water purification. Fire altars found in some cities suggest ritual ceremonies similar to later Vedic practices. The Indus religion was based on cleanliness, balance, harmony with nature. Then the rivers began to die. The Indus Valley depended on rivers like the Indus, the Gagarhakra, possibly the legendary Sarasvati River. But climate change caused monsoon failure, earthquakes, river shifts. When the rivers dried or changed direction, farmland turned into desert. Crops failed. Trade routes collapsed. Cities starved. The Aryan invasion theory. For many years, historians believed that invading Aryans destroyed the Indus Valley. However, modern archaeology shows no large-scale war. No burned cities. No mass graves. This suggests the collapse was environmental, not violent. A civilization that slowly faded away. Instead of being destroyed, the Indus Valley slowly emptied. People migrated east, toward the Ganges River. They carried farming knowledge, spiritual beliefs, cultural traditions. The Indus civilization did not die. It transformed. The legacy lives on. Many Indian traditions today, from yoga to river worship, may be echoes of this ancient culture. The Indus Valley Mystery is not just about ruins. It is about the forgotten foundation of South Asian civilization.